All right. Hey, so far the sound's great. I don't hear myself in my own headphones, so we're doing something right for once this week. Uh, it's your host, Scotty Dreamer, on the Worlds Collide Fantasy Wrestling Podcast. And with me, as always, are John Dubs.
Hey yo.
And over there, we've got Jay Stone.
Damn it, I can't do shakalaka tonight. One more for the good guy. There you go.
Yeah.
And then we've got our own bad guy right below me. The chairman is on board with us today. So we've got a lot to talk about. One more time. If we all had a toothpick, we'd all be flicking them at the
Yeah.
screen.
Right.
That's right. I'll just flick my cigarette at the screen then.
I'm sure you will. I'll never forget Razor Ramon, Bret Hart giving the kid in the front row his sunglasses, and then Razor getting out of the ring and throwing his toothpick at the kid like it was a prize too. It was the best moment I can ever remember. At that exact moment, I became obsessed with heels in professional wrestling, and I became a
You know,
huge Razor Ramon fan.
well, one of my favorite matches was with him and the 1-2-3 Kid
Yeah,
back when
yeah.
Monday Night Raw was just starting out.
Yeah.
I think it was just the kid at that time, and then he got the W over Razor
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
and
they
to
start
became
calling
the
him
become the
one, two,
one,
1-2
three
two,
Kid.
kid.
three kid. Yeah, it was pretty special times too. I mean, unfortunately, it also led to X Pac being a real thing instead of just
Right.
going away in obscurity forever like he should
Right.
have. But that shows what kind of the quality of worker Ramon or Scott Hall really was. So
Right.
it was pretty awesome. And you got to say he pretty well kicked down the fourth wall with Kevin Nash when they went to WCW. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Killed kayfabe, but I mean it's what it is.
It is what it is.
So
And if it wasn't meant to be.
yep,
But it was. And it
it
happened.
definitely was.
I'm just
So
talking
we
shit over here.
so we've got a busy week this time. So we're gonna get right into it. John Dubs, why don't you go ahead and give us the point totals for people that didn't have title matches in week 19?
All right. So week 19, Stampede had 60 points. DCCW had 10 points. Lucha Underground had 10 points. AEW had 50. MLW also had 50. NXT UK had 50. Ring of Honor had 80. OVW had 30. And AIW had 40.
You're going to notice a pretty stark difference between week 19 and week 20. I think the point totals were pretty well different between the two.
Right.
Mr. Stone, why don't we go through some championship matches?
All right. Well, we'll start off with WCW with 80 points. And the only title match he had was for the TV title. And Brian Christopher won that match. Then we'll move down to NWA with 40 points that saw the Glitter Guard defeat the Foundation and the Kingdom to retain the tag titles. And if I'm not mistaken, NWA said this was the last time the Foundation and the Kingdom were getting a title match anytime soon.
I believe
So,
that's correct.
yeah. We'll move down to Raw with 40 points. And Ace Ramiro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, defeated the invisible guy that you can't see to retain the Intercontinental Championship.
It's a fact.
Right. Then we had Tito Santana defeat Zeus to become the new 24/7 champion, and
Yeah.
I think that's all for Raw. Yeah.
Neither storyline went how I wanted it to, but it again, it is what it is.
Right. We'll move down to NXT with 40 points. that saw Piper Naveen defeat Shayna Baszler to retain the Women's European Championship.
Speaking
And
of Shayna,
Scotty,
did we ever get verification? Is she
I
unemployed now?
don't know.
Okay.
I'm not. I didn't watch Raw. I know that she was taken off TV.
There was a
Okay.
list of people who got released. Shelton and Cedric were among them, but they showed up on Raw anyway.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that was posted before or after Raw.
Yeah, it was before Raw.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. But
that was weird.
I'm pretty sure you'll like this next result, Scotty, though, with SmackDown with 50 points that The Undertaker defeated Shane McMahon in the WrestleMania Revenge Tour, making it 13-8.
Congratulations to the dead man. Put him in the ground.
Right.
Bury him.
And then we go down to GCW with 70 points. Good week for you. Good dubs.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the DOA defeat the War Machines to retain the tag titles. We'll get more into that later on. But then we had Malachi Black defeat Luke Gallows to retain the TV title. And then we had Kenny Omega defeat John Doves to retain the GCW World title.
Yep.
More
on that later for week 20. So.
Right, more on that. Then we'll move down to CZW with 60 points that saw Neil Diamond Cutter retain the wired title. I guess that's what it's called. Yeah, wired title.
Yeah.
And then moving down to TNA with 30 points that saw Shane Strickland move on in the March Madness tournament that NWA is doing. Then we got AJ Styles defeated The Undertaker in the WrestleMania Revenge Tour, making it 13-9. I had that set up so good, and Styles still won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, hey, does anybody know, is NWA still in the first round, or have they moved on to the second round yet?
I don't know. I think we're still in the first round.
I kind of had that feeling that we were.
Yeah.
See, and Jay, one of these days when you get a computer, you'll get the benefit of seeing some of the things that the chairman's doing as you're reading these.
Right.
He can't see you right now.
So that's the great part is he gets to go back and check it out.
Right, and I do that every weekend. Every weekend on my ride down to Georgia, I do that. It works out.
And then it's even better because I've got him muted, so he can't hear anything. He can't say anything anyways.
Right. Anyway, so we'll move down to the last championship on TNA, which saw Layla defeat Reckoning to retain the Digital Media Championship. Then we'll go down to ECW with 40 points that saw the Negative defeat Too Cold Scorpio to retain the TV title. And that is all for that's all for week 19, unless you want to go through the well, fuck it. I guess I can say one thing. Jay Stone whooped the chairman's motherfucking ass that week 19.
He did. That tied it up.
4-4.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it was the Nasty Bros that walked away with the
win on the tag team
on the
turmoil
match.
Yeah, big ass tag team gauntlet, whatever you want to call it. It was good. Yeah. Surprised me.
Raw once again did not do well in the gauntlet match.
Look, it's fun because I did it to try and get people more points, right? To try and help out with, and it just didn't work out for you, sir.
It sure as hell didn't. It was just funny. I was looking at it, go, son of a bitch, I'm the one that's pushing for it, and I'm the one that didn't win a damn
Right.
match. That was pretty fun. That was
It
a
was
cool
a good.
setup,
It was
man. You
pretty
had that
cool.
real setup.
It was really good. 25 matches.
Yeah, it's a long gauntlet.
Yeah. Well, it's an exclusive tournament, so
Yeah. Let's see.
True.
All right. So
but
let's
week
let the
20
chairman chime in here real quick before we
Oh,
dive
yeah.
into 20. Let's
No,
see what he
yeah,
has
let
to
me see
say
his ugly
for
ass
himself.
face.
Mother.
Are
Muted me.
you there, bitch boy?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh.
So
I
heard
did you hear
that.
what I said?
Oh,
You hear what
man,
I said about whooping that ass?
He
Well,
didn't mute us. I muted him.
See, I felt sorry for you. So I had
Yeah,
let
I
you
bet.
win a couple of times. I didn't want to keep playing the smack us down on your candy ass.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, it's a good wrestling decision to allow it to go to that final match. You can't have a best of 7 series and have somebody sweep it.
Exactly.
It's got to get tied up.
It's boring that way. Huh?
Oh,
see,
son of a bitch.
Got butt hurt. Man.
So
that's what happens when you talk shit to the chairman.
And now the adventure begins because we get to deal with trying to see if Mr. Stone can get back in here efficiently.
I don't understand what happened. Like, it was working fine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's been working fine for a couple weeks for him. Last week it was all my errors. But
It's hard to
John,
find
why
good
don't you tell us
company,
why don't we go through ways people can contact us while we wait?
All right. So you can email us at wcfwpodcast@gmail.com.
That shit just kicked me off, man. I was talking shit and it kicked me off.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That shit was funny. All right, anyways, my bad, you guys.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, you can email us at wcfwpodcast@gmail.com. We have Twitter, WCFW Podcast. You can join the Facebook page. Yeah.
Then you can check us out at our website as well, which is ridiculously long and a lot of letters and numbers.
Right.
So we'll just go ahead and post that so that you can see it. Maybe copy it down if you want to check out everybody's rosters. And so those are ways to contact us. Other than that, I am going to share the link around a little bit. John, you want to go ahead and tell us the championship list results for 20?
Yeah. It's a long list.
The championship matches.
Championship list. The ones without championships, sorry.
That's what I thought you meant. Okay.
No,
There's
the
only
points.
there's only a few
There's
that
not
didn't
many.
have them. So Stampede had 20 points, NWA had 50, DCCW had 40, and Lucha Underground had 20.
Okay. Not terrible.
No. Not at all. But then here comes the freaking all the title matches and shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where it gets a little chaotic.
yeah.
Well, go for it, Jay. Why don't you start walking us through it?
All right. Let me find my spot. Let's see. All right, here we go. With TNA with 40 points, draws defeat Tama to become the inaugural Global Force champion. And then Old Dirty Bitches defeated Lay Cool and Extreme Expose to retain the Knockouts tag titles.
And bitches.
Old Dirty Bitches. And then and then we had AEW with 40 points that saw Dragon Azteca Jr. defeat Daniel Bryan to retain the Intercontinental title. And then we'll move down to OVW with 40 points. And this is where it gets complicated. No, I'm just kidding. OVW with 40 points. We had Jeremy Pavine retain the Rush title. The Crowleys became new tag champions. And correct me if I'm wrong here, OVW general manager. Because I don't know if they're actually retaining or whatever, But from what I saw is they were retaining, or what some were retaining and some weren't. So the ones that I picked out, I figured we'll see how it goes. And since you're on here, I can figure out the right things on there.
Am I the only one seeing and hearing this?
I'm hearing some funkiness. I don't know what's going on there.
Okay, I was making sure I wasn't going crazy. So
I wasn't seeing anything. Yeah, it was breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear anything that I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure. As we were going through this, now y'all were real quiet and shit, so I was like, "Oh shit."
Sorry, I'm trying to share the post around a little bit.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Anyway, so we got OVW. Well, where were we? All right. So Haley Shadows defeated Dixie Dynamite. Did she become the new women's U.S. champion?
Who?
Haley Shadows.
She did. Yes.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure. Then we had TV Stevens beat Chris Michaels to become the new hardcore champion.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
And then we had Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff defeat Night Stalker to become the Legends champion.
The new Legends champion. That is correct.
All right. And then Southern Bells defeated Booty Call to retain the women's tag titles.
That was a heartbreaker.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Booty Call.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I do. Call them all night.
Too bad it never calls you.
No. But anyway, so Cowboy Ryan became the lightweight champion. Shotzi Blackheart became the new women's champion, and Bobby Pinn became the new world champion.
Whoa. We just overlooking the Convict and LMB storyline all of a sudden? What the hell, man?
Well, it wasn't for a championship.
So it's a steel cage match, man. That's important shit, man. That's a story right there being told.
Well, you want to inform us on that?
Okay, so here's what went on. So you see, pretty much LMB turned his back on Convict a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how many people actually take the time to read the match cards or not, but he turned his back on Convict, and for like 2 or 3 weeks, they would just, hold on, let me rewind. LMB screwed Convict out of his chance to try to regain the world title. So it started a big brawl between them, and then like a week or 2 later, Convict screwed LMB out of retaining his lightweight title. It's kind of, an eye for an eye type thing. And they brawled, and it led to this steel cage match. Also, it had issues with we ain't got to the Dusty Classic Week 20 yet, have we?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'll hold off on saying any further until then. But the storyline continues at the Dusty Classic.
Sounds good.
Proceed, gentlemen.
All right, give me just 1 second.
Well, you're 1
Stuff
second.
in my face now.
Oh man, there's some wrestling. Razor Ramon on the TV. Excellent. All right, let me see.
His face is gone.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
That happens.
It sure does.
All I see is hair.
That's all you need to see. I'm
There's not
surprised
much
you see
of Yeah.
that.
Little he's got.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what she said.
You're just trying to be nice
got
over
him.
here. No, no. Anyways, oh, where were we? Moving down to
MLW.
MLW with 30 points with their, I guess their little pre-special Night of Champions. That's all. Slice Boogie defeat Alberto Del Patron to become the new Azteca champion.
Azteca. I love that. I love the sound of that.
Right. People that I can't say their names.
Oh, so Bill and John.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so Fabi,
Fabi Apache.
is that what it is? Fabi Apache?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, anyways, and some snooker Saran, I can't say that shit. Anyways, it's a snooker. Anyways, they won the tag championships, women's tag titles. I don't know their fucking name. Then Crash Holly became the new global cruiserweight champion. Callie retained the women's title. Brutal Barrage.
Yeah.
I guess retained the tag titles. King Kearney, I can never
Cuerno.
say it.
Is it Cuerno?
Yeah,
Cuerno.
yeah, yeah. Defeated
Clear.
Willie Mack. Defeated Willie Mack to unify the open weight and international title. And then after that, Dragon Rojo Jr. defeated King Cuerno, whatever the fuck you want to call his name, to become the open weight champion. And then Cody Rhodes became the new world champion, MLW world champion.
So that's what he's gonna do. Cody's gonna go to MLW, win the championship.
Yep, you see it right there.
Yeah. Right there. You won it right there.
It all adds up.
And then we'll go on to ROH with 40 points. That's all Brittany Wonder become the new women's intercontinental champion. Art Bar retain the TV title. Psychosis become the new junior champion. Dusty Rhodes retain the hardcore title. Bondage retain the women's tag title. Oh, my bad. Bondage. Yeah, Blondage.
You sick.
Bondage done the
I didn't
mother.
see the L. I didn't see the L. My bad.
Blondage
sick
is even
man.
better.
Bondage is better. So
I heard that. About
anyway, so Blondage retained the women's tag titles. Mr. Perfect retained the Legends title. Breezango became the new tag champions. Alexa Bliss became the new women's champion.
I'm waiting on
Aaron
that.
Stevens. Yeah, I bet you have. Aaron Stevens defeated Mr. Kennedy to become the new world champion.
Who is
Then
that?
Lars
Mr. Who?
Yeah, Mr.
Kennedy.
Kennedy. Okay, just checking.
Yeah, yeah.
Asshole.
And then Lars Sullivan cashed in to become new world champion.
Okay.
Did he?
Yep. That's what it
Son of a
said
bitch,
on
he did,
there.
didn't he?
You son of a bitch did.
Son of a bitch, you
Yeah,
did.
by God, look at Aaron Stevens
Wow.
beat Mr. Kennedy. to
Yeah.
become world champion, and then Lars Sullivan cashed in. And
Cashed in, yeah, that's what I just said,
Uh,
motherfucker.
I know. I was talking out loud. I was
I know, I'm
That's
just
how
talking
most
to-
people talk.
Yeah, most times. Then we'll move down to NXT UK with 40 points. That saw Umaga retain the TV title. Isla Dawn, not Isla Dawn.
Island.
Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn.
it's
S is silent.
The S is silent.
S is silent.
I wish you would be silent.
Yeah. Well, anyway, she retained
Isla.
the women's IC title, so congrats to her. Nightclaw retained the featherweight title. Ahmed Johnson retained the hardcore title. The Rodriguez sisters retained the women's tag titles. Eddie Guerrero became the new Legends champion. Soul Patrol retained the tag titles. Natalia retained the women's UK title, and Rusev retained the UK title.
Okay.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about. America.
America.
Yeah.
And then we have WCW with 60 points that saw Terry Gordon retain the US title. And then we'll move down to
Terry Gordon.
NXT. That's what I say, Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Use his full name.
yeah, there you go. Anyway, so yeah, NXT with 50 points, and we had a special roadblock that saw Flash Morgan Webster retain the X Division title, Travis Banks to retain the TV title, Piper Naveen retained the Women's European Championship. Winter Gray became the new Cruiserweight Tag Champs. Drew McIntyre became the new North American Champion, and Big Oak of Cock Power defeated the Corbin Express.
I love that. Oh God,
Cock
Big Oak of
Power.
Cock Power. That's what I'm talking about.
Big Oak came out swinging and
Oh yeah, he
knocked
did. All
some
right.
things down.
I don't want to know what he was swinging.
It's Big Oak.
Just swinging back and forth.
With some Cock Power.
He, was-
Some of that
he
Cock
defeated
Power.
him using the
His,
helicopter move, I think is what he actually ended up.
He was swinging his Big Oak, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
That's hot.
oh, that's funny. Moving on to CZW with 20 points. And then they had a special called Night of Fun. They had a bunch of gimmick matches. I didn't write any of them down, but if you look in the group, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yep.
But we had Jimmy Jacobs become the new junior champion. We had Adam Page become the new Medal of Valor champion. Christina Von Ehre became the new women's champion. Demolition became the new tag champions. Shane Taylor became the new world champion.
I like Demolition.
I always did too. I was thinking the same
Yeah.
thing. I'm glad somebody
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, I mean, the Road Warriors were kind of there first, but at the same
Yeah.
time, Demolition was also kind of their own thing too.
They were, and as a kid, like it's not like I had a ton of access to see the Road Warriors all over the place. I didn't know them until they
Right.
became Legion of Doom, and Demolition was already established at that point.
Right.
And I just remember when Demolition went into Royal Rumble 1 and 2, and everybody thought they were going to
Yes.
wait on people, and they just beat the shit out of each other. That was
Right.
awesome.
Yeah.
That shit
remember
was
that.
hot for real.
Yeah.
Talk about bondage. Jesus.
Right? Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
that's real. Anyway, so We'll move down to SmackDown with 60 points with their Saturday night main event special. That saw the big time Visionaries defeat He's Got Kids to become the new mixed tag champs.
This guy, I love that too.
Oh,
He's got
Well, they're not
kids.
getting a winner's purse this week, are they? Fucking
No.
kids could go hungry this week.
No.
yeah.
Little fuckers.
And then Brock Lesnar goes into the next round of the March Madness tournament for NWA. MSK defeated Crime Time to retain the tag titles. This one's my favorite. Nasty J defeated Heath Slater to retain the Cruiserweight title.
I should have rigged that shit.
Well, that's what happens, man. Heath was working double duty that night.
Double duty, yep.
Yep.
That he was. Double duty, yep. And then we got Cross-Eyed defeating Total Beatdown and Combat Warriors to become the new women's tag champs. We had
You can get that
Matt
shit looked at, man.
Morgan. Then we have Matt Morgan win the Too Sweet Razor's Edge Battle Royal.
Nice.
Then we had Roman Reigns defeat The Undertaker in the WrestleMania Revenge Tour, making him 13-10.
It's getting a little close, fellers.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And then we got Razor Ramon defeating Seth freaking Rollins to become the new WWE champion.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Shell yeah.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Chico.
Hey, yo, Chico.
You think I'm paying for this?
You know who I am, man?
Do you know who I am?
You know who I am, but
But
you don't know
why.
why I'm here.
Yeah.
What's
Good
this,
shit
man?
right there.
It will never get old.
I'll clear the table
No.
for you, man. You want me to clear the table?
I clear table for you, Mike.
Washing dishes.
Oh god,
Oh,
I'm tired,
well.
everybody.
you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so we'll move on to AIW with 40 points with their Point Break special. That's all. Chris Bay retained the Cruiser X title. The OGK retained the tag titles. Tom Lawyer.
Lawler.
Is that who it is? Lawler. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Lawler.
Yeah. Became new Intense champion. Deonna Purrazzo defeated Jordan Grace to retain the Knockouts title. And Dubs, I'll let you take over this last one right here with GCW.
Yeah,
70 points.
70 points, man.
Hey, yo.
Yo. So, Issa Rios defeated Darby Allin to become the new junior heavyweight champion. Malachi Black retained the TV title. Roppongi 3K became the new tag champs. Priscilla Kelly
About
defeated.
time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Priscilla
DOA's
Kelly. Yeah,
had that one.
they had times a while.
Yeah.
Priscilla Kelly defeated Tessa Blanchard, retained the women's title. And John Dubs defeated Kenny Omega to unify the Ultraviolent and the world title.
There you go.
Did you come
Did I
up with a
see
new
a-
name for that?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We got a new name for it?
As of right now, it's just going to be called the Ultraviolent world title
Okay.
until I come up with something. So
Mega Ultra Violent title. There you go. Just something random.
this is
The John Dubs Memorial Championship belt.
Right.
World Championship belt. Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, we'll move down to Raw with 40 points. It's all the Undertaker defeat some invisible guy
Yep.
in the WrestleMania Revenge Tour, making him 14-10. And then we see we
Raw
saw
does its
Tito.
best to make sure that the storyline proceeds forward with the Undertaker. We
And
wouldn't
then we
want
have
to get too close to 500.
right. And then we got Tito Santana defeating the Giant Gonzalez to retain the 24/7 title.
Yep.
And
That was a
we'll go down.
request by my young boy. He wanted that match put together.
There you go. And I like what he's got with that Slash Master thing going on too. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he's doing a good job with it, especially with that one. He did the promo at the end of the night with Cena challenging Slash Master. I thought was fantastic. He did a good job with that one too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he's doing pretty well. Once I took the reins off him a little bit.
Right. I hear you there.
Here.
You might have to give him the task of taking over the 24/7 title.
Right.
Give him something good to work with.
Well, after we've got our Cyber Monday special coming up next week, and after that, he's kind of going to be taking over for the rest of that month. Going to be running. I'll just be kind of advising him.
There you go. That's awesome.
Yeah,
you're awesome.
That's awesome. No, you're awesome, sir. Anyway, so we'll go down to ECW with 60 points. That saw the Negative defeat Bob Saget to retain the TV title.
You better be ashamed of yourself. That man just passed away.
The Negative's doing good coming out of the gates, though, man. He's winning all his matches right off the fucking rip. Normally, when I introduce somebody, they get the shit kicked out of them the first 5 times they throw them out.
And then we got the Nasty Boys, not the Nasty Bros, but the Nasty Boys.
Yes,
becoming the new tag champions. And then we got Marco Stunt becoming the new junior champion.
Actually, that was a retain.
That was a retain.
Was that a retain? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know if it was retained or not. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I forgot he was a champion.
He's easy to forget.
That's understandable.
Yeah, it's Marco Stunt.
Marco Stunt.
Anyway, so then we got Io Shirai retains the women's title, and then Cactus Jack retains the world title.
Yep.
And then Jay Stone whooped that ass again in the Dusty Classics, making him 5-4.
He's coming all the way back.
And then we have Enzo and Cass winning from DCCW, winning the Dusty Classic tournaments to face Los Psycho Circus at the World Collide pay-per-view.
That was pretty awesome. It was a really good setup how you had the whole thing. I think you did a great job with the whole classic. Towards the end there, it started getting a little dicey. I wasn't sure how you were going to work it because we didn't have the right amount of teams in there and everything. So I thought you did a great job coming up with a way to resolve all that.
Oh, yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I always find a way.
Now that we've got to the classic, going back to the LMB and Convict thing.
Yeah.
They was both entered as Barron County's Most Wanted into the tournament initially.
Right.
Well, this week when Convict went out for his match, LMB was a no-show. So he ended up having to do it solo in a handicap match, in which somehow he pulled it off. But he just came up short in the Fatal 5-Way.
Okay. Yep, sure did.
So LMB left him high and dry and pretty much said, piss on this classic. I'm out of it. So.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds just like that LMB.
That's right.
What a dick, you know?
Yeah.
What a bastard.
Fucking douchebag.
He's a bastard.
Bastard.
So that's it for weeks 19 and 20. So we're good to talk about
I've got a question, though, because we're getting to that point now where we're 5-4 in this best of 10 series. So
Yeah, you
the
like how it's the
chairman
best of
wins.
10?
Yeah, when the chairman wins and it's 5-5, what the hell's gonna happen here? We gotta have some resolution,
That's just
man.
a death match. Then we got to have a sudden death match, 60-minute Iron Man death match.
Loser gets
Okay.
fucked with a broomstick.
With the,
We'll even put some. We'll even have some smoke up in there. You know,
we're
what I'm
gonna
saying?
have an opponent
I'll
on a
bring
pole
the
match
smoke.
where you have to shove the broomstick up the other guy's ass.
Look, balls to the wall match.
Balls to the
Balls to
wall.
the wall.
match.
Scott Grizzle can be the referee.
There
Rusty
you go.
nail to the dick hole match.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
we got all sorts of options.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh god.
You two are gonna
Oh.
touch each other's peepees.
Rusty nail to the dick hole match. How do you win that?
Fucker said pee-pees.
Chop it, chop it.
Oh man, my vagina's so wet right now. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it is. Oh man.
All right, so I mean, you know, who's ready for some results? Anybody want? You know, is anybody ready for results for Worlds Collide? Does anybody want to know what happened?
Well, I'm ready.
Are
we
you?
got-
Are you sure?
I'm
Are
ready
you
for it.
ready? Are you ready?
I don't know.
We've got the
Ready.
people are rip roaring ready to go. I mean, they're all over the board today.
My body's
Oh,
ready.
God. All right, let's see. Now, matches
So,
one.
do you already have the results ready, or are we going to kind of do them live?
Oh, the results are ready.
Okay, I wasn't
I've got
sure.
it all, but I mean, we can do them one at a time so y'all can make your predictions, and then I'll let you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'll let you know just how wrong y'all are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be very, very, very wrong. So,
Yeah.
Now, the first three matches, what I've done, I've got it set up to where the celebrities title is going to be defended in a fatal four-way match. So
Right.
I had three contenders matches to determine the three opponents for the defending champion.
okay.
So that's what the first three matches are, is pretty much contenders matches for the celebrity title. The match one, we've got OVW's Butterbean, NXT's Pat McAfee, AIW's Stephen Amell, MLW's Joe Frazier, DCCW's Dr. Ken, and GCW's Steve-O. And gentlemen, predictions?
Okay, that's perfect timing because right when you finish it, we got up to 3 viewers on here, so we at least got a few more people on to take a look. All right, my prediction. I mean, I like this match. We
Steve-O.
got two guys. Steve-O, that's a good one. John, who you got?
You know who he's got.
I don't know.
Actually, you know, normally I would go Steve-O, but to be honest, I'm going to go Dr. Ken.
Oh, shit.
Ken's
Oh,
chopping off
got
wee
it.
wees, man.
Oh, interesting. Yes. Man,
So
that's-
normally I would probably be saying Stephen Amell because that's my guy, but smoking Joe Frazier, man, I'm gonna go with Joe.
man, this is probably the
Survey
hardest thing.
says.
It's the hardest thing I've ever had to say, and it's really going to pain me to say this, but
What, that Jay was right about something?
that Jay was right about something. He was. Steve-O walked away
Steve-O
with
with
it.
the dub.
Steve-O advances to the celebrity title fatal four-way.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
Match two.
Excellent.
Match two, we've got CZW's Drew Carey versus SmackDown's Betty White versus Ring of Honor's Muhammad Ali versus TNA's Mike Tyson. Man, this shit just keeps getting better. NWA's Vinny Paz. Did I say that right? Paz?
Yeah.
Paz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus Lucha Underground's Busta Rhymes.
Mhm.
Yeah. A lot of heavy hitters on this one, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, I'd say
Betty
so.
White for me. Betty White all the way.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Betty White.
Man, it's crazy not to go with Betty White.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee with Muhammad Ali.
Oh yeah, is that your
Yeah.
final
That's
answer?
my final guess.
Final answer.
Well, you're all wrong. NWA walked away with it. Vinny Paz is
Oh,
advancing.
Pazienza,
Yes.
the third boxer in the match.
I couldn't resist putting all these guys in the same match. I just couldn't
Yeah.
resist. You know, it's too good. That opportunity ain't
Surprised you
gonna
didn't
come
have
around
Frazier in there with them.
Well, if I'd have thought about it long enough, I probably would have, but I missed that one. And then the third match, finding out the fourth person going into the Fatal 4-Way Celebrity Championship match later on in the evening. We got Stampede's Carl Malone, NXT UK's Will Sasso, Raw's Ashton Kutcher, WCW's David Arquette, and ECW's Meatloaf.
I'm going David Arquette.
You going what?
David Arquette.
David Arquette. All right.
I have no idea who Will Sasso is.
Okay. Did you watch the Three Stooges movie that came out not that long ago?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's Curly. He's
from Mad TV or something.
Yes, Mad TV. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Meatloaf.
I'm gonna say Carl Malone. He's got that reach advantage. Maybe he'd be able to get a little over on somebody.
Well, I will tell you that one of you is correct.
I'll give everybody a hint. It's probably not me.
It's Carl Malone.
Carl Malone.
It is Meatloaf.
Oh,
Meatloaf
shit.
advances.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
All right.
And just because Jay Stone, I don't know if he remembers this or not, but he actually told me that if we make it to Worlds Collide, that I could pick the stipulation.
Yep.
So with that being said, match 4 is the Chairman versus Jay Stone in a Punjabi prison match.
Well,
buddy,
I'm going to go with the Chairman.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Chairman on this one, too.
We are going to sudden death, my friend. We are going to sudden death. It's going to happen.
Excellent. I can't wait.
Me and John get to pick the step for that one.
There you go.
I'm a little bit scared, but moving on. Match 5.
We can have it at the asylum.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's Dr. Ken as the special guest referee.
Choppy, some peepees.
Oh, God.
Win the match. Win the match. Win the match. You got to take a rusty knife and cut your opponent's cock off.
Win the match. Win your wee-wee.
Well, I tell you, buddy, but you're going to have trouble cutting 2 inches. You're going to have trouble finding that little son of a bitch, so you've already lost.
Oh, does that really make him the loser?
Oh, damn, did I say that live? Ah, fuck it.
You guys are breaking up really bad on my
well,
end.
you're right. We are. I think we should see other people.
That's weird.
He said it was breaking up real bad. Anyway, can you hear me now?
Can you hear it okay, Jay?
Well,
come on, guys. Can you hear me? Hello.
No, y'all are cutting out over there really bad.
Huh.
Oh, shit.
That's weird.
Well, fuck you then. So
y'all are like,
I mean, we've been
now
talking.
y'all are good.
Oh,
now
you can hear us now? Well, you're not. So
Okay.
what a douche.
What's the next match we got anyways there, boss?
The next match is a 18-man elimination for the Worlds Collide Super Heavyweight title.
Okay. I had him over switched up on my sheet, but we're good.
Yeah, so Shockmaster defends against 17 other people.
Okay.
In an elimination match. Should I continue? Should I wait till he gets back? What do I?
We can read through who's on there real quick.
Okay. We got OVW's Doug Vines, Stampede's Prince Albert, NWA's Braun Strowman, NXT UK's Big Daddy V, DCCW's Rosie, AEW's Kokina, Ring of Honor's The Giant. Well, this is interesting. Lucha Underground's Big Show, NXT's Giant Warrior, TNA's Omos, Prince Justice for CZW, Gorilla Monsoon for Raw, Viscera for SmackDown, Yokozuna for WCW, Mass Transit for ECW, PN News for AIW, and of course the defending champion Shockmaster from MLW and from GCW, Paul White.
That's a lot of shit that I don't fucking remember, so I'm going with Paul White.
I mean, he's
That's
in there.
reasonable.
Technically, he's in there 3 times. So
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go with Big Show.
No, you already said Paul White. Sorry, we're taking your first answer. Next.
I'm good. I'm good with either one.
Well, they're both
I'm going
wrong.
to go with Big Daddy V.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Or Mabel, if you prefer.
The
I'm gonna
world's
say-
largest club machine, Viscera.
I'm gonna say Braun Strowman.
That's a good
Man.
one.
Y'all are a disappointment. Who y'all should have went with is the winner, which is my boy Yokozuna from WCW.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Y'all
Yeah.
didn't go with Yoko,
Alright.
man.
I
Yoko's
didn't
Let's
hear you
spread
say
it
that.
around a little bit, man.
I think my shit was fucked up at that point. It cut me
Yeah.
all the way out again. So
Oh well, I mean,
that's all right. I didn't hear you, Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
Yoko.
Shut up with your cock breath. Anyway,
Sorry about that.
Yokozuna, he makes some those tires now, right?
Yeah, there you go.
so starting with match 6, we are starting round 1 of the Worlds Collide Tag Team Legends Titles Tournament to crown the first ever Worlds Collide Legends champions.
Okay.
The first round consisted of, 6 triple threat matches. So, match 1, round 1. Now I'm going to see how many y'all catch on to what's going on here. We've got the OVW's Bushwhackers versus NXT UK's Soul Patrol versus Ring of Honor's Edge and Christian.
I'm gonna go with Edge and Christian on that one.
So
And I see how you did all your team
Yeah.
Yeah,
in one.
I noticed that.
And it
Well,
looks
very
like
well guessed
you
what
did the
else I
next
done.
things with David as well. I'm going to go with the
Yeah.
Bushwhackers to win.
All right, so we got one for the Bushwhackers, one for Edge and Christian. Mr. Dubs,
I was gonna say Agent Christian too.
well, you're all wrong.
Soul Patrol.
Soul Patrol, yes. Soul Patrol advances to round 2. Now, round 2, match 2, which is match 7, we've got AIW's The Hardys versus CZW's Demolition versus WCW's Road Warriors.
Gotta go with Road
Ooh,
Warriors on
that's a
that.
good match.
It is a good match.
I'll go with Demolition, man.
I would have loved to have seen this like in real time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
No, that would have been a real good one. I mean, the
Let's
Hardys
say-
would have probably been like 8, but it would still been a good one.
I'll tell you what. If I'd have been the Road Warriors, I'd have gave a doomsday advice to those 8-year-old little bastards.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Hardys.
Well, Jay, what'd you say?
I said the Road Warriors.
Okay, it is the Road Warriors. I knew somebody's got it right.
Yeah.
The Road Warriors did win it, so they advanced to round 2. Match 8, which is continuing on with round 1. We've got TNA's Chronic versus NXT's Faces of Fear versus Dim Briscoe Boys Did I say that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
From
I'm going with them
AEW.
Briscoe boys.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is we them boys. I gotta go. I gotta
Them
go
Briscoe
Briscoes
boys.
too, man.
Yeah.
Well,
We them boys.
you would all be correct.
All right.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit! I got
Nice.
one right today.
Nice.
They're the AEW World Tag Champions right now, so it doesn't surprise me if they win.
Gotcha.
Moving on, continuing on with round one, we have got DCCW's Ricky Steamboat and Diesel. Weird team, but hey, it works.
Yeah.
Versus Lucha Underground's The Un-Americans versus SmackDown's Generation X. Gonna kick your ass, Generation X.
I'm going with DX.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm gonna go with Steamboat and Diesel.
My man. Steamboat and Diesel walk away with it.
All right.
They advance. Moving on, continuing with round one, we have got the Public Enemy from ECW versus GCW's George the Animal Steel versus and Brian Blair versus MLW's Money Incorporated.
I gotta go with Money Inc.
I want to go Money Inc., but I'm gonna take Public Enemy.
That's what I was going to say.
You would all be wrong. George Steele and Brian Blair from GCW advance.
Damn.
Wow.
The team that just got thrown together wins.
I should have known that was gonna happen. George Steele's got a connection to my old high school wrestling coach, so I should have gone with that one anyways.
No shit.
Now the last match of round one, we have got Harley Race and Bob Orton from Monday Night Raw.
Cowboy Kings, baby. Put some
Cowboy
respect on their names.
you know what? You're absolutely right. My apologies. The Cowboy Kings from Monday Night Raw. Ain't gonna matter anyway. Versus Jake Roberts and Jesse Ventura from Stampede versus NWA's The Foundation.
Foundation all day.
Yep. Foundation.
Cowboy Kings, man.
You chose wrong, my friend. You chose wrong. It was The Foundation.
Oh, no. Cowboys are gonna go get some of them, some Marlboro Reds. They're gonna be Cowboy Killers soon.
Now this is I would love to see this match in real time too, just because it's a 18-man celebrity battle royal. Can you imagine if WWE was to ever have a celebrity battle royal? I mean, anyway.
Oh my god.
We got
Raz is in it again.
Yeah.
He's working double duty.
There's multiple that's working double duty. David Arquette does too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We got Gronk from NXT. We got Logan Paul from AEW. Vinny Paz from NWA. Carl Malone, Stampede. Hugh Jackman from DCCW. Lil Kim from Lucha Underground. Shaq from Ring of Honor. Don Johnson from NXT UK. OVW's Wayne Brady. TNA's Kid Motherfucking Rock. CZW's Bob Barker. Raw's Jon Stewart. SmackDown's Snoop Dogg. WCW's David Arquette. ECW's Bob Saget. AIW's Kyle Busch. Lawrence Taylor from MLW. And Fat Joe from GCW.
I gotta go Bob Saget.
I'm gonna go with Snoop Doggy Dogg.
I'll take Lawrence Taylor. We'll go with LT, man.
I will announce that the winner of this match will receive Chuck Norris to be added to the roster.
Oh, we got Gideon's got a prediction here. He's saying Hugh Jackman's going to win this one.
Oh, that's a
It's
very
pretty
good
decent
guess.
choice.
It's a very good guess, but y'all should have chose Nash Bridges. Nash Bridges is the main. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all know him as Don Johnson.
It's like, that's not a character. You can't. It's not even a real person.
Don't you dare say Nash Bridges is not real.
Who?
Nash Bridges, man. Come on, dog.
I'm just fucking with you.
Don't fuck with me. Fuck like me and be second best.
No, I can't be second best. I'm only first best.
Now, I'm sorry.
So that's
Am I not the
so
first
UK
best?
is getting Chuck Norris.
Yes, and I'm excited about it. I love him. I'm suck his dick. Now,
Fucking Chuck Norris.
hey, he's suing NBC.
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
claiming that Law and Order are trademark names for his left and right fist.
There we go.
Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. You like that, don't you?
That's great.
Now, matches 13 and 14. 13 is a 9-way, 14 is an 8-way. The winner of each of those matches will advance to the main event to challenge for the Worlds Collide world title in triple threat action.
I got some
So-
triple threat action for you, Big Daddy.
Don't you threaten me with a good time, Daddy, because you'll get
John Dove get the whip.
starting
Get
with match
them
13.
bladed chains. Get them bladed chains. Yeah.
Blade
I'm
chains.
trying to read.
I want them to cut my flesh open.
Match 13, we've got AJ Styles from TNA, Ethan Page from AIW, GCW's LA Knight, Convict from OVW. I hope y'all beat his ass. Cesaro from NXT UK, Wade Barrett from DCCW, Wheeler Yuta. Is that right? Wheeler Yuta, am I saying that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
From Stampede, Kenny Omega from AEW, and Bearcat Lee from MLW.
I'm gonna go
going
with
Kenny
the former
Omega.
bare knuckles champion, Wade Barrett.
That's an odd choice, but I like it. I like it.
I'm an
Anybody
odd guy, man. I don't know if you figured that out.
else? There's definitely something about you.
I'm gonna say Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega, not a bad choice. Not surprising, but not a bad choice.
So we got 2 for Omega.
2 for Omega. I was waiting to see if Gideon had a guess. You got a guess for us, buddy? Is he still on?
Nothing yet.
Uh-oh.
He better be on. Needs
Uh-oh.
to be watching this, Mr. Assistant.
We got a couple people watching, but no guesses yet.
No
Hey,
guesses.
Oh, okay. There
Hey, there it is.
Page.
There it is.
There it is.
It is actually AJ Styles from TNA. He advances.
Oh,
to
shit.
Nice.
That was gonna be my second guess, but I didn't get no second guess.
I'm going to warn you though, Jay. When you had a little issue with the camera earlier, and you left, man. Oh, John Dubs was talking some mad shit, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
excellent.
He was like that
I
Jay
can't wait to
Stone.
watch it.
He was like that Jay Stone. He likes cock sandwiches. I took up for you though. I did.
He did.
I
He
told
did.
him. I was like, look here. I was like, he don't even like bread.
I know. I just like the meat.
He
I
just
just
likes
like
the cock
meat.
meat.
He don't eat bread.
He orders it daily from Dr. Ken.
Takes it raw.
Choppy,
Now,
Taka Michinoku.
Kakamichinoku. I love it.
Need to find Funaki. Where's Funaki?
Funaki number 1. Match 14 to see who we got joining AJ Styles in the main event. We got Adam Page from CZW, Greg Quebec from Monday Night Raw, baby. We got Kane from SmackDown, Kota Ibushi from ECW, Brock Lesnar from the NWA, Mr. Kennedy from Ring of Honor, Aleister
Who?
Black, Mr. Kennedy.
Who?
Kennedy.
Mr.
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Asshole.
Aleister Black from Lucha Underground, and Cock Grizzle from NXT.
I gotta go Cock Grizzle.
Yeah, Cock
Okay.
Grizzle, man.
I bet you would.
Hey yo,
I'm gonna
need that
take
cock meat sandwich.
the fighting pride of Canada and go with Greg Quebec on that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, man, I gotta take my raw man.
That's your final answer? You sure you don't want to pick nobody else? You don't want to guess again or nothing? I mean, are you
Nah,
sure?
I'm good.
No, you're good. Gideon said Kane.
Gideon says Kane.
Well, Mr. Dreamer, you would have chosen correctly. Staying with your guess. So it is Greg Quebec.
Excellent.
Oh shit! Raw finally
Raw
gets some
gets a
points
W.
on board. Excellent, sir. I'm so proud of you.
Match 14, and we finally got one. Yay!
Starting with round 2 of the Worlds Collide Tag Team Legends Tournament is matches 15, 16, and 17. It's just tag on tag, 2-on-2. No
Right.
triple threat. We've got starting it off with round 2 is NXT UK Soul Patrol versus WCW's Road Warriors.
I'll go with the
There
Warriors.
you go, Road Warriors.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, gentlemen, you're all wrong. Soul Patrol.
Damn.
Gotta put that as an upset.
Even though Soul Patrol is my guys, I would have guessed the Road Warriors too. I'm not
Right.
gonna lie. I would have been crazy not to, right? Match 16, we got them Briscoe boys from AEW taking on the surprising team of Ricky Steamboat and Diesel from DCCW.
I gotta go Steamboat and Diesel on that one.
I'm going with them Briscoe boys.
Them Briscoe boys.
I'll stick with Steamboat and Diesel.
It is Steamboat and Diesel.
Yeah,
They beat them Briscoe boys.
Damn.
that's what I would have thought. Sad as that is.
And
That's a good combination, man. You got the high flyer and the muscle. That's a good one. I like it.
oh yeah, I mean you're not wrong. You were not wrong.
No.
They just need a name.
Rounding out round 2.
On the next episode, we're naming Steamboat and Diesel. It's a good team name together. Send in your message. Send in your requests to the what the
Steam
hell?
Diesel.
Let's Steam Diesel. Diesel Steamer.
Steam.
Send it into Twitter. We're gonna
Diesel
tweet
that
us what your
Steamboat.
idea is.
Diesel that Steamboat.
Yeah, send in the ideas. Maybe we'll pick one up. Who knows?
All right.
Yeah, we'll forward it on
I mean,
to the
you
general
know-
manager.
We have 30. We got 38 people in the group. So
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
page, so we should do a vote on the page about that. If none of them watches the podcast, at least they
Right.
can vote.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's get some names together and we'll do that. That sounds hot right there. It's my
Hell yeah,
team.
get her done. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Hey,
Now finishing
Yeah,
out
make
round
sure that-
2.
Got to make sure the GM agrees to this, but yes.
Right.
I'll sleep with her every night. I'm pretty sure I can give her some pillow talk.
Shit, she's never going to agree to it.
Oh man, we're fucked. We're fucked now. Not in a good way. It's gonna end in an exploding death match.
Oh,
Anus exploding death
oh
match.
damn.
A
Where's the king of
urethra exploding
where-
death match.
Where's King of the Cruiserweights? John. He's going to love that. Oh, boy. King of,
He's not part of this anymore.
No.
that's right. He don't love us no more. I gotta get going, guy. I gotta finish this. I gotta be up for work.
All right.
Match 17, finishing up round 2 of the Worlds Collide Tag Team Legends Tournament is George Steele and Brown Blair from GCW versus NWA's The Foundation.
Say Foundation.
I'll go Foundation.
It's The Foundation. They advance.
All right.
Now match 18. What I've done now, I requested an additional 2 tag teams from everybody, if y'all recall.
Yeah.
And I was originally going to have one big battle royal, but at the last minute I changed it up. I decided to have 2 battle royals. So one team from everybody's show was in one battle royal, and their other teams in another one. And what I've done is the winner of each battle royal gets a team, like from free agency. And then, for example, the winner of this first battle royal gets the Grunge brothers, Kurt and Eddie Grunge. And the winner of the second battle royal gets the Average Family, which is Average Guy and Average Son.
Okay.
With that being said, the winner of each battle royal will also face off 2-on-2 for a additional team, which is going to be a women's team of Tough Stuff, which is Kasaya and Sheba. Kasaya. I don't know.
Cool.
I said that wrong. Correct me. But moving on, match 18 is the first battle royal, which is OVW's Tier 1 versus Dukes of Steel from Stampede, The Kingdom from NWA, Los Guerreros from NXT UK, Too Cool from DCCW, The Nasty Bros from AEW, Red Dragon from ROH, Natural Disasters, Lucha Underground, New Day, NXT, Top Flight GCW, The Studs from MLW, The OGK from AIW, ICP from SmackDown, The Outsiders from WCW, The Gangstas from ECW, Strike Force from Raw, The Pitbulls from CZW, and Kings of Wrestling from TNA.
I gotta go with the Outsiders.
Yep, Outsiders.
Outsiders.
Yeah.
You're going to feel like a
We're
dick if you
supposed
don't,
to.
so you might as well.
I know. I'm going to look like a real dick, so I'm going to go Top Flight.
Oh, what a dick. Oh, we got Gideon going with Too Cool.
That's a good choice, too.
That is a good choice. But you're all wrong. AIW's the OGK actually won that first one. So the team of the Grunge brothers, Kurt and Eddie Grunge, David, I think he's doing his own podcast tonight, so I don't think he's listening. But on the chance that you are, you can add the Grunge brothers, Kurt and Eddie, to your AIW roster. Now, moving on is what everybody has been waiting for. Is match 19 for the Worlds Collide Tag Team titles. It is Los Psycho Circus from AEW taking on the winners of the Dusty Classic, which was Enzo and Cass from DCCW. Hey, David.
Yeah.
Welcome, David. I don't know if you heard everything or not, but
Too sweet.
But you can add Kurt and Eddie Grunge to your AIW roster. It's a new tag team that you have won. Back to the Worlds Collide Tag titles with Enzo and Cass versus Little Psycho Circus. Josh, buddy, I'm sorry.
I think we're going to find out the Psycho Circus's SAWFT soft.
Yeah.
They won
Enzo and Cass.
off. They didn't cut the mustard. I hate to tell you.
That's all right. That's all right.
But I will say, I feel like if you could have lost to anybody, Enzo and Cass would have been a team I would have wanted to lose to the titles to.
Yeah.
David, the Grunge brothers, I'm not 100% sure who they are either. I want to say, are they on like 80s Modern Mania maybe? I think they're off some game. I'm not 100% for sure. Don't hold me to that. You can look them up though. Next, we have got match 20. It is a 18-way, one fall to a finish for the Worlds Collide Legends title.
18-way. You're finally catching on to my kink, man.
We've got NWA's Batista Yeah, see, Gideon, that's what I was thinking. 80s Mania.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's where they was from. Samoa Joe from TNA, Shane Douglas from CZW, Jimmy Snuka from Raw, The Undertaker from SmackDown, Randy Savage, WCW, Terry Funk, ECW, Brian Danielson, AIW, King Kong Bundy from MLW, Chavo Classic, GCW, Hillbilly Jim from OVW, Don Morocco from Stampede. Yes, Stampede. Rowdy Piper from the NXT UK. Stone Cold Steve Austin 316 from DCCW. Daniel Bryan from AEW. Sergeant Slaughter Ring of Honor. British Bulldog, Lucha Underground, and Chris Benoit from NXT.
Well, for 18 more minutes, it's his day, so I'm going to go with Stone Cold.
Hey, it's my daughter's day too, man. My daughter turns 1 year old today, guys.
Well, happy birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I will let this 1 year old know that y'all said happy birthday.
Yeah, in 5 years. 3 creepy weirdos said happy birthday to you.
I'll wake up, when she's old enough to care.
Oh.
I'm like, you see these guys right here, baby, you'll never meet them, but they said hi.
This
That's
one here
right.
is the president now. That
God,
one.
if he's president, we fucked. You know what I mean? Like, it's over. It's over.
Hey, yo.
So predictions, fellers.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna say Stone Cold.
Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all.
I'm going to go King Kong Bundy.
Ooh.
Oh man, that's surprising.
Yeah. I like
David,
it.
Gideon, y'all got any predictions y'all want to throw out there?
I
Scotty,
said Stone Cold.
that's right. 2 for Stone Cold and 1 for King. I still can't believe you said King Kong Bundy. That threw me for a loop. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight, man. I'm gonna be thinking about why the fuck did he choose King Kong Bundy? It is not King Kong Bundy, by the way.
Yeah.
It also was not Stone Cold Steve Austin. The winner of that was TNA's Samoa Joe.
That's who I had in my head, but
That's
didn't
who
wanna
I had
say
in my head
it.
too.
Well, y'all should have went with your gut.
I always go with what's in my head.
Yeah, but
Your voice is up there. Match 21 is Battle Royal number dos. Tag Team Battle Royal, I'm sorry. We've got the Eliminators from CZW, Primetime Players from ECW, the Good Brothers TNA, the Crowleys from OVW, Brizongo from Ring of Honor, Wild Samoans from Lucha Underground, Knights of Torture AEW, Absolute Perfection, which is the one and only one. I believe it's the women's tag team.
Yes, sir.
Match for Monday Night Raw. Jay and Silent Bob from SmackDown, the Steiners from WCW, the Dawsons from MLW, Midnight Express 2.0 from AIW. Dubs, help me out. Roppongi
Roppongi 3K.
3K. Power Machine from NWA, the Vaudevillains from NXT UK, the Highlanders from DCCW, Diamond Mine from NXT, and the Major Brothers from Stampede. And remember, the winner of this one gets Average Family, which is Average Guy and Average Son from Modern Mania. I think Modern Mania. It's from it's from the 80s or Modern.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Nikki and Ashley. Absolute perfection, man. Go with my girls.
I'm gonna say Diamond Mine.
Oh yeah. Jay, did you make a prediction? I don't remember.
no, not yet. I was gonna say the Good Brothers.
That's not a bad
Okay.
choice. Either. It looks like David's going with Rizongo.
Yeah.
The Vaudevillains actually won it. So
Okay.
Vaudevillains gets the Average Family, and Vaudevillains will also take on the OGK later on in the card for an additional tag team from free agency.
All right.
Moving on to match 22. It is the Fatal 4-Way for the celebrity title. So you got Cain Velasquez.
There's no guns. No guns around.
Oh God, I can't. Defending against Steve-O, Meatloaf, and Vinny Paz.
I'm gonna go with Vinny Paz.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with Vinny Paz too.
Yeah, I'll go Vinny Paz as well.
Damn. Y'all good, man. It is Vinny. It's Vinny.
Paz
Hey,
Yenza.
Vinny.
Nice.
David was also correct on that one. Gideon's hungry. He wants a little meatloaf. Mom, the meatloaf.
Oh,
Fuck.
Now match 23. It is the match I was just talking about. It is the winner of Battle Royal 1, which is the OGK, taking on the Vaudevillains, the winner of Battle Royal 2. Oh, man, the Vaudevillains let me down. The OGK won that. So, David, you can also, to your AIW, add the team of Tough Stuff, Tough spelled Tuff.
Motherfucker,
Studs.
you didn't get to predict it.
Man, I got ahead of myself. My bad, dog. My bad.
I
My
was gonna
bad.
predict
Oh, well.
the OGK anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it doesn't- I wouldn't have even picked
But
it
I
up.
was just like, what the fuck, man?
That's my bad. That's my bad. Man, I'm tired. I'm tired, dude. I'm tired. So you get Kessa, I don't know, Keziah, Kazaya, I don't know, and Sheba, which is Sheba, and they are Tough Stuff. Match 24. It is the triple threat match to crown the first ever Worlds Collide Legends Tag Team Champions. It is Soul Patrol from NXT UK versus Ricky Steamboat and Diesel from DCCW versus the Foundation from NAW. I will now pause for predictions.
Well, if the
I'm
Soul
gonna
Patrol
roll with
win,
Steamboat.
I gotta go Soul Patrol.
I'm gonna say Steamboat and Diesel.
I'll wait another few seconds to see if they say any predictions. Damn. Man, y'all took like Foundation every step of the fucking way, and y'all didn't even pick them here in the finals. Man, y'all some assholes.
We got
Even
Steamboat and
Indians,
Diesel,
Steve
and David
Foundation.
said the Foundation.
Foundation.
Well, David, thank you for picking the Foundation, but you was wrong. Soul Patrol. Soul Patrol walked
Soul
away.
Patrol.
Yeah.
They didn't get
Patrol.
picked once.
They really didn't, man. They
I
was
don't think they got like the whole show.
they was like the underdogs throughout the whole fucking thing.
Right.
Something.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the main event. Oh, daddy. It's the triple threat for the Worlds Collide World title. It is the Great Khali from WCW defending against AJ Styles, TNA, and Greg Quebec from Monday Night Raw.
I'm going
Greg
AJ
Quebec.
Styles.
Greg Quebec has not even made his official debut in Raw.
Well, he just debuted for you.
He's gonna make his he's gonna come in to Cyber Monday next week as the Worlds Collide champion. Greg Quebec is gonna win this.
I'm gonna say Khali retains.
Golly, okay.
We got a Khali, and Gideon says AJ Styles.
The winner of the main event of
And
Worlds
the
Collide
new
Season 3, And still, I'm just kidding. And new Worlds Collide world champion is not Greg Quebec. It is a
Greg
AJ
Quebec.
Styles.
Son of a bitch. He doesn't even have a PP anymore. This is bullshit.
No, he got it sewed back on.
Oh, he
Hey,
Yeah.
sewed back
look there,
on.
man.
I
Hey,
apologize.
look there though.
Carl
Look at it this way.
Anderson ain't got a PP.
That's
Look
right.
at it this
Carl.
way. Out of 18 shows, 3 shows had representatives in the main event, and one of those 3 was Monday Night Raw's Greg Quebec.
That's right. He got
Hey, he
screwed.
was going around.
Fucking Tom the ref was there. I know it.
That is season 3 Worlds Collide, gentlemen. I'm ready for week 21. Let's see, what is today? Today is Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So we will make the deadline for week 21. I don't know. John, you think you'll be able to get them in before you go to work Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, ain't gonna be a problem for you. Jay, I don't know your work schedule. Do you work weekends too, Jay?
No.
Or? No, okay. So I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I
y'all
do.
think. It's Saturday,
I already
Sunday.
have all mine finished, though. So
They're done. Okay, awesome. Let's say Saturday by midnight
yeah,
for week 21. Also, another just small, quick announcement. I have been a very, very busy chairman today when I was at work doing nothing but watching TV. We are now up to a possible 48 shows to choose from for next season, season 4. I have added 6 shows today alone. Like I said, I've been very, very busy today. So we're up to 48 now. So we could have up to, it won't ever happen, but we could have
Right.
up to 48 shows, in season 4. It would tickle me to death if that happened. It won't, but
Yeah.
the shows are there if it was to happen.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I think that gives us room to almost triple before we really need to do too much more research on anything like that. So I think
right.
as long as we keep the characters fresh and get people coming in, I think that'll be
Well-
more important than offering the brands, because it'll be cool to switch up the brands to see what people
will.
choose next time.
I generally switch every season. I don't know if I will next season. I don't know. I know I have to drop one of my shows for sure. But what I'm doing, I went to like cagematch.com or .net, .org, .something. Anyway,
Yeah.
I looked at promotions. There's like over 3,000 promotions. So I just
Oh, yeah.
chose some, done some research, and also, I mean, it opened the door for many more wrestlers that I can add to the game.
Right.
So we're never going to have a shortage. So,
Yeah, that's for sure.
but in case y'all are wondering, some of the ones that has been added, I've added now keep in mind when y'all, some of these promotions that I've added didn't have enough pay-per-views, so I had to kind of create some too. Just keep that in mind. But I have added WXW. Let's see. I have added Future Stars of Wrestling, World Wrestling Council, German Wrestling Federation, Dragon Gate, House of Hardcore.
Dragon Gate's a pretty cool ass name.
Yeah.
I had to create a few pay-per-views for that. But that's just, a few of the ones I've added. That may be out 6. Fuck, I don't know. But anyway.
So in theory, though, if somebody were to come to you with a promotion that only had like one show and then they folded because they realized it's hard and that they can't actually do it on their own, they could fill in and and present to you, say, hey, look, I came up with this, here's what I have, and see if you would approve it.
Absolutely, man. If anybody wants to create their own promotion, feel free to do so. You just got to get me the information, get me what you're going to call it. your pay per
What the
view
titles
names.
will be called.
What your titles. The only requirements that I have is you have to have a world title of some sort. I don't care what you name it. You can call it piss poor world title. I don't care. You have to have a women's world title, a cruiserweight title of some sort, which can be, cruiserweight, junior weight, light heavyweight. It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
And you have to have tag titles. Those are my only requirements for titles. You can have more than that if you choose so, but those are the only 4 that I require you have to have.
Okay.
And 11 pay-per-views, because obviously
one of them is the Worlds Collide.
One of them is Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
Right.
But I would like, you don't have to follow themes, but I would like for you to, like, pay-per-view 10 is Royal Rumble. If you could come up with something, like something Brawl or something Rumble, or, kind of go with the themes if you can. If you can't, whatever.
Right.
I think our second pay-per-view is our Money in the Bank themed pay-per-view. But yeah, anybody that wants to create, and we've had a few that's doing it. I've had like 2 or 3 people send me promotions that they want to use that they created for next season, and that's perfect.
Okay. Cool.
So,
because that's a way to get things really interesting out there to see what people want to come up with.
Right.
What's David got here?
Damn,
he's already sitting on it.
Like I just requested that, man. What have you been doing?
Dude, I already, after this, I got to do my
Oh.
scripts, and then I'm done.
Shit, we got the reveal coming up. We got to all get out of here. I want to go see who the fuck's got Kimberly Page.
Right. But before I sign off, does anybody have any other questions that y'all want to know, curious, want to say anything? I don't get to come on here all that often, so now's the time.
Hey,
I can't. Hey, so where are we gonna do the sudden death at your next pay per view? Where are we doing that at?
Hey, look here, man. You just tell me where you want to do it, and I'll make it happen. If you want to do it,
Look, we'll do it at GCW's Asylum.
All right. Is that what you do?
We'll
Want to do
let
GCW?
John Dubs host it.
You want me to host it? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell
I'll host it. I'll come up with the match. So
You know what?
Hell yeah.
Surprise. Surprise.
Sudden
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I will.
Chairman versus Jay Stone.
Chairman versus Jay Stone, sudden death, whatever match type.
I want a location on that bitch. I want a match type on that bitch, and I want a guest referee in that bitch. Don't tell me nothing.
I won't tell you anything until that pay-per-view comes. It'll be on the next pay-per-view.
All right,
Look,
makes me horny.
Look, Cock Grizzle and Scotty Dreamer are coming in as refs.
Double guest referee. And this is where Scotty
Gotta
Dreamer
have an
turns on Cock
enforcer.
Grizzle.
Yeah,
And
then
that
they
Cock
turn on
Grizzle
each
bitch
other.
doesn't learn how to keep his mouth shut. Turn on his ass right in the ring.
Yeah, right after the match.
Oh man.
Scotty
Hey.
Dreamer raises the hand of the winner.
Hey, sometimes he don't know how to keep his mouth shut, man. He'll just keep talking. Stop. Yeah, Dubs
That's
knows.
it.
Jay will fill it up.
That's a cock for you.
All right,
he-
guys.
he'll his mouth
Well,
with a
Chairman, we appreciate having you on. We'll see you next time.
you might not. I don't know. You got lucky tonight.
We'll see.
And
Yeah,
gentlemen, y'all have a good night. It's been a pleasure.
you too.
Yes, sir.
Pretty good show, huh, guys?
Yeah.
Now I hope he just puts the results in the World Collide pay-per-view so I can update the World's Collide titles.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go back and rewatch this just to find out.
That was some pretty interesting results. I think the Steamboat and Diesel team, that's a good combination. I like that one.
Yeah,
definitely
definitely need to come up with a name for that.
I think so. Let's see what else was pretty. I mean, there was all sorts of interesting combinations in there. I don't think he realized who Joe Frazier was when he didn't put him in with all the other boxers.
Right. He should have looked these people up. That's what I did. That's what I do with everybody I have.
I forget every once in a while who somebody is because once I've looked them up, I'm usually pretty good at remembering what my first impression of them was. Ooh, steam powered. That's a good one, David. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good.
Diesel boat.
Steam diesel.
Steam diesel. I think there was a lot of good stuff on there. Bummed Greg didn't walk away with the title, but hey, that happens.
Diesel
I got
Dragon.
a win.
There you go. Diesel
Diesel
Dragon.
Dragon. Anything else you guys want to hit on real quick?
I don't think. Do we have anything else?
I don't think so. I was a little surprised that, because based on our conversation last week, I thought there was going to be a lot more special events after the pay-per-view, and there was a lot before. There was a surprising amount before the pay-per-view.
Yep.
Mhm.
So that was kind of cool. So I'm glad that we don't have
Right.
won't have
Now,
18 matches.
I do have to say, TNA is looking pretty good on week 21. So
Yeah.
got that big champion versus champions, GCW, Raw, TNA, and I want to say NWA. So
That'll be something that we're talking about extensively next week, I would think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, and then AEW, we got a special on AEW. Then we got night 2 of Roadblock for NXT coming up. So
Yeah.
And then
I know Raw's got a special.
Yep, Cyber Monday, isn't that what you called it?
Yeah. So I've got somebody from the Modern Mania and 80s Mania in every one of my matches. So
there you go.
We'll see. Maybe I'm setting Ryan up with a whole bunch of champions he's never heard of, and he's gonna have to look at everybody online.
Oh yeah. So who the
Now
heck
I
is
do
this?
have to say, Gideon, he pretty much did week 21 of Roadblocks night 2. So
Okay.
we'll see how well he does when y'all see that. So
David's got Night of Champions going.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think I saw Stampede had some kind of special going on.
I believe so. I can't remember what it was. So
yeah, there's a few going on still next week. So should be some good stuff. I know Moose has got something with these symbols that he keeps putting up.
Right, yeah.
That's coming up this week as well. Because I don't think he had a bunch of championship matches.
Yeah. Well,
So
I know
he might be having a
I know
special.
he's been under the weather here recently, so
Right. So yeah, he's got something going on with these signals, and I told him it reminds me of Game of Thrones. So I don't know what the hell he's working, but I like the angle that he's going with that.
Right.
So
yeah.
Other than that, we've got more wrestling to watch, more wrestling to talk about, more fake wrestling to write.
So before we get off the air, why don't you let the folks in on the Kimberly Page thing?
Oh yeah, Kimberly Page. She had been kidnapped at was it at his last pay-per-view? Is that David's last pay-per-view?
I believe so.
And she hasn't seemed too ready to get away from Hunter Helmsley in any of the promos. She hasn't seemed too excited to get away from him. So I'm thinking there's a Stockholm thing going on. But I haven't read it yet. So that's kind of what it's been. There's been a masked person that's been kind of controlling. I think the masked guy officially took her, not Hunter Hearst. So let's see. What do we got? Has he posted that yet?
Who's the masked person now?
That's
who
the
I
big
can't.
question, man.
Yeah.
It's the chairman.
It was me.
It was me, Austin. Oh,
Wrestling Showdown Entertainment. Ooh. Gideon, big announcement.
yeah.
I wanted to go ahead and announce I will be adding a new promotion starting next season. Welcome to Wrestling Showdown Entertainment. It's got a
Yeah.
logo and everything. Look at
He
this.
sure does. Yeah, he sure does. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. I wanted him to, that was his thing. He was
I
gonna
like it,
announce
man.
it on one of the podcasts, but we haven't had a chance to get him on.
Okay.
So
I like it's. I'm assuming we're going to have a bit of a Texas vibe or a Southern vibe at least with the horse logo. I
yeah.
like it.
And he actually, I haven't told you this yet, Scotty, but he's sent me a list of like pay-per-views and titles and stuff. He wants
Okay.
me and you to look over them, see what we can work with helping him out there. So
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I told him how we worked on a few things,
Yeah,
for next
that
season.
sounds good, man.
Yeah.
It's exciting, Gideon. I'm looking forward to taking a look at what you got, and I'll help you out as much as I can. Me and Jay tend to work well together, bouncing ideas off of each other. So who knows?
And
Maybe we'll have something that
know it
sticks.
yet. But he don't know this yet. But here coming up soon, I'm gonna let him start taking over more matches
Okay.
and doing scripts. Gonna have him do scripts and stuff. So he better be
Cool.
prepared. He says that's his weakness is scripts. So I was like, well, I'll work with you. And
Yeah.
I've actually been talking to this other gentleman. He's from South Australia.
Okay.
And his name's it was Corey. I don't remember. I can't remember his last name right off the rip. But coming up, he might be interested in assisting with AEW. So
Cool.
it's not official yet, but we'll see where it goes. I'll give him a test run before.
That's the thing. I mean,
anything.
you got to be careful not to throw somebody in too deep right away, because if you let this can really consume you.
And with the new owner of MLW, like he got it right off. He knew what he was doing. As soon as he started looking at how everyone was doing their stuff, and with him being a writer, really helps him.
Yeah.
Elevate, that promotion. So I can't wait to see what happens. And now with all his titles being, new holders of some titles and some retained, see where he goes from there. So
well, and that's kind of what I've been telling Ryan is don't try to be anybody else.
Right.
Right.
Like if you try to write it like I write it, that's not how it's going to work. You're going to be in trouble. If you try to write how John writes it, you're fucked. You just write how Ryan writes.
Right.
Once I kind of broke it down to him like that, he's like, I get it now. I'm a lot more comfortable with it. So it's like
when I'll have Gideon do some of my predictions, and he'll add in little things for some matches. So I'll write out a whole script for just that little thing that he told me. He's like, all right, so let's have Jinder Mahal beat the shit out of the New Day, and then I just flip it and do this whole massive story with it. He's like, man, how you do that? So
it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to see what Gideon comes up with, though. Hopefully we can help him out.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start writing him little notes on predictions and see where he can go with script wise, what he can come up with.
Right.
So if
I'm
Gideon's
excited
still
to see
here, get prepared.
I'm excited
buddy.
to have John get his first a young boy under his belt. See
Oh,
what he can
Lord.
teach somebody.
Right.
Well, it's a real timid guy working with John too.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I don't want to say anything.
He scares me.
All right. Well, look, if you don't do this match right, it's choppy for you.
Choppy, choppy. I'll get Dr. Kin on you.
I think it would be good to see what kind of stuff you could do with one of these guys that's
Right.
looking to learn.
Yeah.
Because the cards that you put together and the storylines that you built, the long-term storylines, the way that you play that perfectly, it's great.
Right.
Because I play the short-term storylines really well. I don't have
Right.
the long ones like that quite as worked out. So it's a good blend how everybody does it on the show, on the roster.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, that's the one thing I was hoping to start hearing some ideas from you guys on who Suicide's partner is going to be at Cyber Monday.
Curry Man.
Who pulled him up from the rafters? Is it Curry Man?
It's Curry Man. It's Shark Boy.
It could it could be Shark Boy coming in.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Michelle, yeah.
We'll have to see. I wasn't able to work out the trade, but who knows? Maybe he's coming in from a different promotion, helping everything out. Don't
Well,
know.
there's no trades or open free agency until pay-per-view 6. So
That's a good reminder. Remember, there's no trades this week. So if you won somebody you didn't like, you're stuck with them for at least another month.
David, that
Other
means
than that, yeah.
pure power.
Other than that, I don't have anything else.
I don't either.
Just gonna have some tournaments going on. That's it for me.
You got some tournaments?
I got champion versus champion matches going on, so
Yep.
let's see what happens there.
What are your tournaments for, John?
Titles.
Just for different titles or for
Yeah, for titles I'm introducing.
okay. Both ECW and GCW?
Both, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm doing kind of the same thing with AEW and NXT. So I
Okay.
got women's tag titles that's going to be for both, and then I got new titles coming in that's going to be for both as well. And I'll probably put in TNA with it, but I might save those for a later date.
Right.
But
all right. Well, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing what champions we need. So now for champions versus champions, since we're doing specials this week, do we want to post all the specials first or post the champions versus champions first?
I can post the champion versus champions first.
That way we don't have anybody lose the championship right before, and then we have to switch it
I
at
mean,
the last second.
I can send y'all the match cards, so then y'all can go off that. But other than that, I can post it first. That's no problem. So that way we can get the results in, and then y'all can go from there.
Let's post that one first. That way we don't lose a championship and have to replace them at the last second.
Right. That works.
All right.
So if Moose is listening, I'll text him or whatever. If he's not on here, don't put your match card in yet, sir.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. We'll let you guys get back to your regular scheduled lives, and
I'll go post this champion versus champions here in just a moment. So it may be tomorrow morning. Who knows?
Sounds good. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Yes, sir. You too. Oh shit, we forgot John Dubs. John Dubs' extended number.
Oh yeah, we forgot that. Yeah, that's right.
You got to contact him at
So if you need to get
456-7890 extension 666. And you can email us at wfcwpodcast@gmail.com.
WCFW podcast.
That's what I said, motherfucker.
Scrolling at the bottom.
I said
John,
WCFW.
What's the report on the Twitterverse?
Twitter is WCFW podcast. I've been putting out tweets every time we go live, tagging
Cool.
Mr. Freddie Prinze Jr.
That's right.
Awesome.
He just posted a new podcast today. Y'all need to check that out.
And that's Freddie Prinze with the Z, Mr. Pure Power.
Well, that's right. And you can catch Freddie Prinze Jr. with Wrestling with Freddie on Spotify.
Remember to
he's
take
got
a look
some
at
good
the
shit,
Facebook page. Shoot us an email. Give us a name for the Ricky Steamboat and Diesel tag team. Give us some suggestions for whose wee-wees need to get chopped off by Dr. Ken.
We already know that Carl Anderson's PP is gone.
Completely gone.
Completely gone.
And he got his ass kicked by Brody King.
Yep.
Right afterwards.
And apparently the Stampede general manager has decided to start a trend by having balls to the wall matches all over the whole
Dusty Classics. There was
thing.
the balls to the wall match.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
The house of black and red did not win.
Sack and red. Yeah, so there's weird stuff going on in the world's Glide Fantasy Wrestling.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, all right, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.
Yes, sir.